Find out. Everything runs through.
Chicken tortillas.
Everything runs through.
Chicken tortillas.
All right. Good afternoon. Good evening. I'm your host, Nick, and welcome to the Rollin' and Dope podcast. Who cares? Who cares? Not me. Troy, how do you feel today?
I'm decent. It was a rough week for everybody last week. So I guess, yeah, who cares kind of week if you go off of last
Dylan.
week's ends.
Final Four's in San Antonio. That's cool.
Yeah, we do live there. It's a bye week, so we got to sit in it. Nothing really, I don't care. Basketball season, we look good. Can't wait to start picking some of those games.
We are picking basketball.
Are we picking basketball today?
No,
No.
it make us feel
Okay.
better.
You know what's so funny? Did you see me like?
Yeah.
There was a second I was happy again. I will tell you, I'm on paternity leave right now, so that's fun. Getting to hang out with my daughter.
Yeah, that gives you some joy. Hopefully, you can get some wins and she'll change up our luck.
Luck's already been changed.
That's right. Now you got to keep the good times rolling.
Yeah, cool. College basketball. Yeah, it's been good. Good times. Good times with good friends. All right, you ready? How did we do last week?
Well, it wasn't great, Nick. It was honestly what you would call bad.
Good
Dylan,
God.
I tried to gyp you out of a couple wins, but we got that set up correct.
Hey,
Dylan,
take it easy, Troy.
Dylan, you were 4-10 last week. Thank goodness we ended up pinking that Texas State game because that was 2 of your wins. You also had a Clemson and Utah win. How do you feel about that?
Sometimes you see the board, sometimes you don't. And
Sometimes
last
the
week
board
didn't see the
sees
board.
you. Sometimes the
Yeah.
board sees you.
That's
That
fair.
happens.
And Nick, I think the board has saw you every week this year. You went 3-8 with your wins. Texas State over, Alabama, LSU under, and the over in the BYU game. How do you feel about a 3-8 performance?
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Tech games never really count. So I'm not as bad as it's not as bad as it looks, even though we did take all of those. So I guess they do count literally. But
Yeah,
I can't believe we didn't score 30 points.
Well, yeah, but that was our own fault. That was terrible.
I know. This makes me sick. I forgot that we didn't score 30 points.
Yeah, it was rough. I went 4-7. I felt decent about most of the picks. The LSU game was never close. That one stunk. And then the Texas Tech over 13.5 first half we missed a field goal at the last second, which it was a long field goal, so you got to feel bad about that, Nick. Then you already touched on the 30, which was, it feels like we hit 30, but we just didn't get to it. So that should have been a winner. But outside of that, I feel like the rest were losers. And then Brett.
Hey, Troy, can I stop you right there?
Mm-hmm.
You talk a lot of crap about my LSU Alabama underpick. You made it a point. You made it a point to make you looked like a pompous ass when I made that pick, and I think you literally scoffed at it. I think you literally went, I don't know about that one.
Well, congrats. It was one of
No.
you.
No. Just sitting it.
Nick, come on. 3-8. You don't.
Just sit it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just sitting it. I told you, LSU, dude, they anytime like I'm looking at them and I think it's going to be over, they just don't. I don't know why, but all right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's take a look here. Arizona State versus number 16, Kansas State. KSU -8.5, over under 50.5. Troy, what do you have?
Yeah, it's a Big 12 game, so 8.5 is a lot of points. I get that. It's at Kansas State. Scadaboo's also back in this one. I think that Arizona State's just getting a little bit disrespected in this game. I mean, they have the same record, conference record and non-con, right? And so they're both 4-2 in conference. To be a touchdown favorite in a Big 12 game's, a decent amount. I think that Arizona State's able to keep it close. And if they don't keep it close, I think the over is going to hit. So I'll make it a 2 for. I'm going to take Arizona State 8.5. And I think the line's actually shifted, so we can check on that. But I also am going to take the over at 50.5.
I'm going to take Arizona State plus 8.5. I agree, Troy, that I think that's too many points for this game. Arizona State's going to keep it close. Your boy Scooby Doo's gonna come back and run the ball well. So look forward to that. He's gonna be running like you see in Ghosts, just like old Scooby. So look forward to seeing that out on the field, and we'll see what happens. Should be fun. Dylan, nice mustache.
End of the year, Big 12 title race. Both of these teams are actually still alive, but Kansas State's right where they want to be. Home game. Arizona State seems like the pick. That is a lot of points, but Chris Kleiman at home as a favorite is 16-6. That is 72% against the spread, and he covers the number by 8.75 points per game. So, saying that, give me Kansas State minus 8.5, and I'll take the over 50.5.
All right. Next game. Number 7, Tennessee versus number 12, Georgia. Georgia is favored by 10, over under 47.5. Georgia mad? Either one of you.
Oh, I thought
Like
you were
I
going
said,
to go in.
I don't care.
Dill, you go first.
Well, I'm assuming Troy's taking Tennessee since he put 10 when I thought he had 9.5 earlier. But I'll go ahead and
okay. All right, dude. Troy is such a cheat.
uh-huh.
Y'all are crazy.
He tips his pick by doing that. Gives himself a half point.
Well, that's what happens when you're dealing with a man that can't grow a mustache.
So Georgia's at their lowest. They look terrible. Carson Beck's look terrible. But Georgia mad. Georgia has to come out and play. Rivalry game. I'll take Georgia minus. Oh, hey, he gave me 9.5 again. I'll take Georgia minus 9.5. Thank you, Troy.
Dylan, you know what that tells me? That tells me Troy just thinks he can manipulate numbers now any way he wants.
I'll take Georgia plus 10.
There you go.
No, I'll take Georgia minus 9.5.
I'm going to take Georgia first half -6. I think they'll be up by a touchdown in this one. I think Tennessee's offense has struggled, and so is Georgia's. But I think they'll get out to a hot start and be able to take care of business at home in the first half. So I'll take Georgia -6 first half.
Give me Tennessee plus 10.
You got it.
Thanks. Number 3, Texas versus Arkansas. UT is favored by 12, over under 57.5. Only 12?
Yep.
Why?
Because it's the SEC. It just means more. Arkansas's at home. I don't know.
Yeah. Give me UT minus 12.
You got it. Yeah.
That's it. I just think that they're gonna. Something feels. I don't know. I don't care. I'm so beat down, man.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought it. Well, you know why? I hadn't thought about the Tech game in a couple days, and now I'm back in it. And not to mention the rumors that have been swirling around.
Yeah, let's not even talk about those. Dylan, what's your pick?
So, as a dog, Pittman is 22-10 against the spread, 68.8% at home, and he's 10-3 against the spread, 76.9% when he's double-digit underdog. That being said, some favorites are just too good, and Texas is too good. So I'll take Texas minus 12, and I'll take the over 57.5.
Troy. Man, Dylan, you took us for a ride on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to take Pittman. I think that Arkansas will be able to get it done at home.
You think they're going to win?
What's that?
You said get it done. You think they're going to win?
No. I don't think they'll get it that done. I just think they'll be good enough to cover.
All right, fellas, let's get it done. Let's get out there and cover the spread.
Hey, good teams win, great teams cover, Nick. You know that.
Tech didn't do either.
Unfortunately. Nick, you have a week to you can forget about us this week. You don't have to think about it. Get your mind off of it, you know? It never happened.
Dude, it was such an electric atmosphere. This is such a downer episode. Oh, by the way, everyone, we don't have not a celebrity guest this week. My dad and my father-in-law bailed. Apparently they hate me too.
Yeah, that's fair. We're just a bunch of losers.
No kidding.
Yeah.
God, I hate us.
Yeah,
Utah versus 17. All right, let's shake this funk off. Utah versus 17, Colorado. Colorado's favored by minus 11, over under 45.5. Dylan, what do you think?
I mean, at this point, I think Utah's going to be playing a quarterback who's probably just as good as any of us.
They called me earlier this week.
Yeah, they're looking. Colorado, they've got everything in front of them after last week. So I'll take Colorado minus 11, and I'll take the over 45.5. I think Colorado scores a lot, and who knows, maybe Utah can stumble into some points.
I'm going to take that's such a low number for Colorado game, but Utah can't do anything.
I have 44.5 right now.
Well, you put 45.
You made the graphic.
No, yeah, what?
Derek made the graphic.
Don't blame the producer.
I'm just telling you what
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take under 45.5. Colorado's D-line looked really good against us. And I don't think Utah is good at much. So I just don't think they're going to put up any points. And I don't think Colorado is going to score 45 points by themselves. So I'm going to take the under 45.5. Troy?
All right. I'm going to take Colorado minus 11. I think Utah's a team that's just quit. Dylan already mentioned they're on their third string quarterback, which that's not necessarily because of quitting, but we've already seen like 4 guys enter the transfer portal. So that's never great. And then there are quite a few injuries. So I think they're very.
Are they going to be on like their 4th string?
They could be. I mean, it's still.
I can't believe you guys are picking Colorado out of principle.
Well, I got more. So Colorado minus 6.5 first half as well. And I'm trying to find their team total real fast. But it doesn't
45.
seem like that's not their team total.
No, I think it's both.
They score all the points. I'll get to their team total a little bit. I'll yell it out from my lungs.
You don't need no one. Hey, Troy, can I tell you something? No one cares.
Okay. Well, Colorado team total, whatever it's at.
Great.
All right, I'm on it too, Troy.
Dealer's choice.
Yeah. It was 6 points. I don't know.
Yeah, should have taken it.
Yeah.
Next game. All right, now we're talking. Number 25, Tulane versus Navy. Tulane's favored by 7, over under 52.5. Navy's kind of they lost last week or they won last week?
Did
Who they play last week?
Did they play
They
last
lost
week?
North Texas.
They
played North Texas, right?
They've had a couple bad weeks, I think. I mean, obviously Notre Dame, and then whoever they played last week, I thought they lost.
No, Army beat North Texas. I forget who they played.
It's UCF. They won 26-7. They lost to Rice, and then they lost to Notre
That's the
Dame.
one they lost. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They beat UCF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry, USF.
USF.
Let me read.
Okay. I was like, doesn't sound right. we would have known this. Yeah. So Navy's kind of they're struggling a little bit. I like that over. So give me 52.5. Give me 52.5 on the over. I think Tulane is going to cover 7. I think Navy is kind of getting found out a little bit, but we'll see. Dylan, what do you think?
It pains me to do it, but Tulane -7's the pick here. They're going to blow them out. I'll also
Right.
take the over. I like over 52.5. And then Troy, whatever you're looking up now for the team total for Tulane, I'll take over as well.
It actually wasn't, but I think I was going to take Tulane -7 and the over in this one. And I guess since you forced me, I'll take the team total as well.
All right. Well, the boys, let's just ride.
Let's go.
Let's all do
Tulane.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Send Navy off. Send Navy off the right way with all of us.
See you later.
All right. Next game. Number 20. Number 23, Missouri versus 21, South Carolina. South Carolina is favored by 14, over under 43.5. Troy, what do you think?
This game just kind of pisses me off a little bit that both these teams are ranked. It feels like I get why South
Should
Carolina.
be.
Yeah, and it's just to give all these other teams, let them pad their stats. Yeah, South Carolina, their losses are against good teams. But you know what? I was starting to think of this theory. And I was like, what if we just didn't have anybody ranked in the top 10? I don't think there's any teams that deserve to be ranked in the top 10, We should only have 11 through 25. Nobody gets into the top 10. It's just
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
So then what would 11 through 20 be?
It's mush. It's nobody deserves.
So wouldn't they just become the top 10?
In theory, but really we're saving these spots
I
until
don't know.
somebody.
No, yeah.
It's a theoretical. It's really what we make it, and I don't think there's 25 teams that deserve to be ranked. This
Okay, then.
example.
What's your pick, Troy?
Because now you're gonna have the whole
Dylan,
this SEC
Dylan,
team
can
with
you
3
can you
losses.
can you take over?
Missouri
What are you gonna pick, Troy?
-14 and over 43.5. Everybody
I gotta
wants
go.
South Carolina to be good, and I feel like if Missouri wins, it'll kill everybody's narrative.
So wait. You're taking Missouri -14?
+4.
Okay.
Missouri
I wanna make sure.
+14.
Fair enough. Well,
Dylan?
I'll be honest. I hated Troy's point about whatever the hell he was going on about. But to back it a little bit, these are 2 ranked teams playing each other, and I totally didn't even think about this game. I didn't even know we were picking it. So I don't know. 14 points is a lot. I'll take Missouri +14, and I'll take the over, I guess, as well. South Carolina is good though, and Missouri's probably fraudulent. The only reason I'm taking them is because their coach last week was like, "Hey, still alive in the playoff," essentially. So I don't know. He seems pumped. I'll back
Give me
it.
the over.
What, Nick?
Give me the over.
You know what's BS is that this game is 2 spots in the AP 25, and it's a 14-point difference. Yet Missouri still deserves to be ranked. That's why I don't like it. But so we're teching BYU this week.
Oh my God. You're still talking? Why don't you get off your soapbox, Troy? It is what it is. It's basketball season. It's okay. All right. Is this the last game? We got one more.
No, that's it.
The big one. Kansas, can they continue to play spoiler We'll see. Versus number 6, BYU. BYU favored by 2.5, over under 56.5. Troy, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, all the pundits are picking Kansas in this one, saying that they've been playing really good, that they're going to win outright. And I mean, the game's it's just real interesting that BYU is only favored by 2.5 at home at Provo at night. The disrespect. I mean, who's setting these lines? Yeah, something's
Troy
crazy.
loves Provo at night.
Yeah. I just don't understand how they're only favored by 2. That implies that a neutral site, Kansas, would be favored. And, Provo at night, honestly, probably worth 4 points. So, really, they are 2-point favorite at 3 and 6. Vegas knows something and probably should be on the other side, but I'm taking BYU minus 2.5, and I'm taking alternate line minus 5.5.
So we just take alternate lines because it's the final pick.
He
that's
won't
just
even
what we
get
do.
it. He won't even get that line.
Minus 6.
I think, Kansas beating Iowa State, that probably had some people saying, oh, this is the Kansas we thought they were, mix that in with people thinking BYU's fraudulent. I think that's probably how you get this number. Dylan, does that sound right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So I disagree, though. I'm with you, Troy. I think BYU is going to win. I think they're going to win. I'll give me 2.5. Give me over 56.5. I don't like that because it kind of, now I'm cheering for Kansas to score instead of BYU just to crush them. But give me both. Why not, Dylan?
So, the best team in the Big 12 goes to Provo to take on the undefeated BYU Cougars. Guys, this Kansas team is playing the best football in the Big 12 right now. I'll be honest, Troy, if you put these two teams on a neutral site, I would favor Kansas. They are the better football team right now. They're finally playing like Kansas football should be playing back in the Mangino days. I'll take Kansas plus 2.5. I'll take the money line. I'll take over 56.5, and I'll take Kansas's team total over. They will win this game. BYU's fraudulent. It's going to finally happen. The refs won't decide the outcome like they did against Utah.
And against Texas Tech. I'm also going to take the over in this one, too. I feel like if Kansas wins, it's the over is going to hit. So I'm just going to hedge myself. 56.5.
Yeah, it's the Big 12, man. It's a crazy league. Well, we got basketball to look forward to. Tech's 3-0. Looking forward to that. So we got a game on Saturday, I believe. Saturday. Tune in, folks. Should be a good one. Let's hope these guys keep going. This looks like the most talented Tech team we've seen in quite some time, and most cohesive, I would say. So very excited about that, fellas. Agreed?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we play again until Monday.
Oh, is it Monday? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then here's what I'll tell you. Just a little sneak peek here, a little sneaky peeky. Give me, let's do a little parlay. Tech winning the first half, Tech winning the second half.
The
Sorry,
third
Tech winning
half,
the first
the fourth half.
Yeah, Tech winning the first half, Tech winning the game, and Tech team total over. That has worked all 3 games. So let's continue. All right, for those tuning in, we appreciate it. Remember, please like and subscribe on X, TikTok, YouTube, all the stuff, please. Thank you for watching. We will be in a better mood next week. We have a lot to look forward to, so can't wait. And we hopefully will have a not a celebrity to join us to ask questions to. In the meantime, Wreck 'em.